Hello, this is Paul Gilbert, and before I say anything, I want to play some guitar. There we go. Now I'm ready to talk. So here I am. I'm in Paris right now, about to do a Mr. Big show tonight. We're on tour in Europe, and I'm having a really good time playing all the Mr. Big songs. You know, we got like... So what am I going to start with? The first thing I want to talk about is my favorite chord in the song Green Tinted 60s Mind. It's a chord that I never would have learned if I didn't go to school. And the chord is a minor 7 flat 5 chord. And in the song I play it in the key of, the song's actually in E major. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm tuned down to E flat, so I'm sorry about that. We're down a half step on this tour, so. There's some notes for you to tune to. So, you know, say, you'll be looking groovy. And this is the magic chord. It's a B flat, which I play with my thumb. And then I play this shape with these fingers. So it looks a lot like a C minor chord. But the bass note drops down to that B flat, and I love that sound. It's a big ingredient in a lot of great pop songs. Paul McCartney uses that all the time. Brian Wilson uses that in the Beach Boys songs, and I stole it from them and used it my own way in Green Tinted 60s Mind. So again, the voicings I'm using is, that was a chord I learned when I went to GIT. It's a C sharp minor 7th. And it allows me to easily drop the bass note down to the B. That would be a slash chord, and not Slash from Guns N' Roses, but slash, hey, quiet, I'm doing an interview. Thank you. Not Slash from Guns N' Roses, but slash as in a thing through the air. So it's an E major on top, so you write the letter E, and you put a slash, and then B is in the bass. So there's your chord. And then that beautiful minor 7 flat 5. And that's the magical chord progression at the end of the chorus in Green Tinted 60s Mind. Also, I'll play the intro, which is probably the most flashy part of the song. The challenge about this is your eyes have to go the opposite direction, because your hands sort of start going out from each other, and it's you can't really keep your eye on both of them. So it took me a lot of practice to be able to do this. Let's see, I'll just do it really slow. It's in the key of E major again, and I'm just trying to outline the chords. So it goes. And it's got a little slide at the end there. And one of the tricks about doing that sort of thing is to keep these strings from ringing out and getting ugly. So one thing I do is let me see what I do. How do I keep that clean? I guess you can use this part of your hand to mute the strings. But I'm not really doing that live. What am I doing? I guess I'm actually using more of this. And, you know, it might make a little bit of a swing kind of sound, but if you're careful, it won't be too bad. And I'm definitely using the bottom of my thumb, this part here, to keep that string from ringing out. So a lot of it's not just the notes you play, but the notes you don't play, and you have to control them with a lot of distortion. Whoa, one more time. There we go, nice and clean. All right, we're back. Colorado Bulldog is a Mr. Big song with an insane intro and outro. And the way it developed is I was doing this lick as a left-hand warm-up. It was all pentatonic, and people when they play pentatonic usually play it like this. But I wanted to do sixes, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that kind of thing. And I could only get it, I mean, you can get pretty fast that way. But I wanted to get more of a legato sound, and I wanted to use a different technique, so I decided to finger it totally different. So instead of the 2-note per string, I did a 3-note per string. And that requires a lot more stretching and a lot more position shifts and a lot more practice. But once you get it down, it allows you to play it much faster, and it's a different sort of flow to the notes. So that was my exercise. I used to sit there backstage before Mr. Big shows in the old days and just play that over and over again to try to warm up my left hand. So let's do that a couple times. Yeah, that's the, believe it or not, the easier part of the lick. So I was playing that over and over again, and one day Billy Sheehan came in and he said, well, can you do it the other way? You know, instead of descending, can you ascend? So my first answer was no, that would be impossible. And my second answer was, well, let me go home and work on it. So I did come up with a way of doing it, and the worst part is the first 6 notes, because there's such a big stretch. I have to start down here. And it just occurred to me, maybe I should do it here instead. But anyway, for whatever reason, I decided to start on the D string. So. And now would be a good time to demonstrate also the way I pick it, because I don't pick every note. I pick the first note with a downstroke, do 2 hammer-ons, and then pick the last 3. And I think that's, let me see. Yeah, so it'd be down, up, up. Once again, down, up, up. Now that's a horrible thing to practice because it's such a big stretch, so I apologize for that. And, but it gets easier as you go up because the frets start getting closer together as you go up the neck. So, and then you're at the top. And thank goodness I'm sitting down, because it's a lot easier to play when the guitar is about up here. And live, when I'm down here, you know, in rock mode, it's a little more of a challenge. A lot of times I put my foot up on the monitor or just try really hard. But anyway, the ascending part, let me see if I can get it up to speed a little bit. One more time. 1, 2, 4. There we go. So that is the beginning and the end of Colorado Bulldog, and practice it on the shortest neck guitar you can, and so you don't ruin your hand. So a shorter scale guitar, you know, the 24 and 3/4 scale is definitely easier than, actually this one's the longer. This is a 25.5. So, but I'm sitting down, so it's all right. So we're about to play some parts from a Mr. Big song called Daddy, Brother, Lover, Little Boy, and this of course features the Makita drill. We've made some improvements in technology since the old days. I used to use 3 picks at the end of the bit, and right now I've got 4 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know, that's 1 faster, I guess, you know, when you spin it around. So of course, all you do is bring it in. Let's find out what angle is the best, because not every angle works best. Another thing is, this is actually an older model Makita. The newer drills, when you let go of the trigger, they just go like, yip, and they stop. But the older ones have that nice, you know, they have a long, so if you can find these, I bought this on eBay for about $10. So they're not expensive. You just got to find the old Makita, vintage drills. All right. So that happens in the song. Let me show you some of the solo part. Let's see. We're in the key of G. But that's the beginning. The middle is actually an E, and it goes something like this. That'll do it. So one of the challenges of this song is the first note is not on the downbeat. It's on the upbeat. It's going like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, you know that. So 1, 2, 3. And when I wrote this solo, I had the idea that I wanted to have a lot of 16th notes. I wanted it to go, you know, but if I started on the upbeat like that, it would sound kind of strange. So I had to start with a little slower melody. And then it goes into the 16th notes. So, you know, I was thinking about the phrase there, and hopefully when you do your own solo, you'll think about that sort of thing as well. It's not only fast stuff. You have to get into it in a way that's musically works. I can't think of a better word. So let me do that slowly for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There it is. So one of the patterns that I really like in there is these 5 patterns where I go. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5s, you know, normally are a number that causes trouble. You know, if you're playing 16th notes, you want 4s, you want 8s, you want something that fits into 16 well. But since I had 2 5s, that adds up to 10. And so to make it 16, we need 6 more notes. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it becomes a nice chunk that fits into the groove. So, and there's the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So. Come in. All right, so that's some of my thinking behind Daddy, Brother, Lover, Little Boy.